Hey, Ellen.
What now, Chris?
Hey, Ellen.
Hey, Chris.
Oh, I'm just saying, hey.
Oh.
We are at the 2016 California Spring Trials talking about Hem Genetics. It's one of 5 companies, I think, exhibiting at
5, yes.
Speedling,
Yeah.
just below Gilroy. And lots and lots of color here. The first I want to show you, I was confused. This looked like a petunia, but they say it's a heather.
I like that. I like that. It's funny.
Yeah, so no,
Good
this is one of their Limbo GP petunias. It's a mix, and it's called Heather's Mixture. And who is Heather?
Heather is Heather Will Brown. Now, she's been working at Disney World for a long, long time.
45 years, I think they said, believe it or not, since before it opened.
Often uses these colors in the landscape.
Yeah, so as a surprise, Hem Genetics got together with the folks at Disney, some of her colleagues, and they named this mix Heather's Mixture in her honor, because she's done so much for the industry through Disney to help beautify the world. And what are the 2 varieties?
It's Violet and Rose.
And again, that's Limbo GP. These are all no growth regulator, really compact varieties, which is one of the reasons Disney likes them. A couple more, 3 more, in fact, colors in the Limbo series. We've got Mid Blue, Burgundy, and then Sky Blue. And so those are very pretty. Beautiful, full, compact plants in the Limbos. Now, mixed containers. I've never seen one before. At least not in the last 10 minutes. Have we said that we have seen a zillion combo ideas out here? A zillion and one right here. Hem is doing it as well, showing their products, flowers and some herbs in mixed combinations, just to give folks an idea of what you can do. So if you're a retailer traveling around out here, or a grower, man, the number of ideas you could get for mixed combos. And one of the things they put in one of their mixed combos is a new viola called Terracotta. This is part of the Carina series.
So the 2 new ones are Terracotta, and then we have a black and white mix over here. Nice autumn colors.
Absolute Halloween right there. And if Jen turns around while they're still open, because these do tend to close up near the end of the day, and now we know why. This is a new series of Gazania called Enorma.
And they are enormous.
We saw these as an experimental last year. Is that correct?
I believe so.
Yeah, so we've got 6 colors.
And a mix, I believe.
And a mix of all those 6 colors, I guess. Big flowers, very nice glossy green foliage. And one of the things they say they're trying to breed for is to get away from these little strap-shaped leaves that initially come in early. There's still a few, but they're going for all serrated leaves just to make even the small plant look more interesting. And on that subject of what makes them close, according to the breeder,
who we spoke to,
it's humidity.
That's what he was saying.
He says that, what was it doing?
The petals close to protect the pollen from humidity.
Oh, like from getting wet and diseased and things like that. Less to do with temperature, because what about, Florida, where it's really humid, or Texas? Well, it's also really warm, which helps dry that humidity up. So that's what makes these Gazania close.
Interesting.
And now, how about some Vinca? Actually, cascading.
Cascading Vinca.
Vinca. What are these called?
This is Solar Avalanche. Avalanche as in cascading over the pot.
And solar as in they have another series that's more upright called Solar. So this is related. This is an F1 series. And now it's bred not only to cascade, but they want the petals of the flowers to be overlapping, so you don't get those gaps between them, like a pinwheel sort of an effect. And I believe there are 7 colors in this Avalanche series. And then there's one new solar right behind you, Jenzy. If you turn around there, it's this rich, deep one called Burgundy. And then in
Chris, I'm
in Marigold,
frantically pointing to over here.
Thank you. Frantically pointing. We did the frantically pointing bit yesterday. Although it was funny, wasn't it? Maybe that was 2 days ago. I've lost track. Anyway, they introduced last year the Chica French Marigold series. 3 beautiful uniform color. These are just I don't often touch plants like Jen Zirko does, but I want to do it right here. See, there she is. They added a fourth color.
Flame.
Flame.
Very important.
Which is a nice traditional color in many French Marigold series.
Yep.
And I want to point out one little historic thing to you folks. Many of you don't know why they call these pack trials. Here is a pack. Look at that.
They call them spring trials.
An 1801
yeah.
spring trials. No, it's pack trials, and that's why. A little history for you youngins out there. Now, can we go over here and look at the extradas, please?
Yes.
Extradas, extra big pansies, meant to compete with the MG2s out there, and we've got a couple of new ones.
This is mid blue, and we've got violet face.
And you're seeing a face there? There's a good little face.
Oh, look at that face.
Right there to see. And
watch out
last
for the,
but not least, it's always fun. Well, they don't have a back room here at Speedling because this isn't their full-time home. This is just rented for a couple of weeks. So they brought the back room out and made it a back bench. But they like to show folks some of the things they're working on and gauge reaction. For instance, Ellen, they were asking you, as a female consumer, what do you think about these like Picoty, hula hoop style Petunias, limbos? They were also asking, well, what would you think about a Dusty Miller that's every bit as compact and no PGR as their other annuals? I think that would be a great idea. Yeah. And what would you think about a beautiful heart-shaped little tomato plant?
That's pretty.
I think it would be
tasty,
delicious. And lastly, how about this little interesting Silene? Two different colors. They were explaining that I think the orange is a species and the pink is a, no, maybe it was the pink. Anyway, it was a little confusing because the breeder was talking. But do you like this little plant?
I like the color. I like the petal shape.
Yeah, many people say this would do very well in a mixed combo, which we've seen a lot of filling out there. So that is a taste, quite literally when it comes to these heart-shaped tomatoes, of what's going on around Chem Genetics.